Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wilson steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I need my slam.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson trying to get to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A nice, tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
Oh, yeah. Get that nigga. Oh, yeah.
Dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Slants all day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full...
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
No way.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Get that.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this end. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration.
Quitting this game.
But it doesn't fool them. And boy, possession.
And I'm live, bro. I'm streaming right now. I can't be doing this for my stream. I'm live right now, bro. I can't be doing this. I'm live right now.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA
They
Sports.
can't hear you.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They can't hear you, bro.
One is a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5. Mac Jones, who's the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting, with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
My output.
But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Now Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Ball on the...
I'll see y'all tomorrow, bro. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And you, Trey.